Hi, everybody. I'm Phil Fatika, and welcome back to the Millcreek Government Channel. Thank you for joining us. Today, a very special program about a very special place in Millcreek Township. In fact, I think it's the jewel in the crown. We're talking about Asbury Woods. And joining us in our conversation today is Jennifer Brownlee. She is from the Woods, and your job, Jennifer, at Asbury Woods, a natural experience, because I read it on your shirt, which is terrific. What do you do there?
We truly are natural. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here.
Phil, I handle all of the marketing initiatives and our fundraising efforts.
So
at
you're the
Nature
money
Centers.
person.
Yes.
Yeah, you're the money person. Well, speaking of money, and we all know it takes a lot of money to run a place like Asbury, because first of all, there's no admission charged. You don't have to pay to park. You don't have to pay to go in. It's open all the time. Is it fair to say 365? And is it fair to say 24 hours a day you can go there? Or do you say, well, maybe after it gets dark, we don't want everybody walking through? Are there parameters on the hours?
We are open basically 363 days out of the year.
You're closed.
Basic for the holidays
Okay.
at the end of the year,
Yeah.
and a couple times in between,
Okay.
just for special occasions.
Special occasions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
One of the things, we're open year-round, as you indicated. We are free to the public to join us at the Nature Center,
Yep.
explore our exhibit areas with live animals. We have a great discovery area for little ones to come in and play with nature puppets and books and puzzles.
Yeah.
And
School kids come on tours there?
all the time.
And from everywhere too, not just from Millcreek Township.
From all over.
Yeah.
For the Millcreek Township students, we see them from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. So we literally watch them grow up, which is amazing.
And they come back. And they volunteer there, or they end up working there.
Yes.
Or they bring after they marry, they bring their children or grandchildren. Speaking of which, how long has it been there? By the way, where is it located? Asbury Woods is located at?
Asbury Woods is the Nature Center is located at 4105 Asbury Road, right just basically south of the airport in Millcreek Township. So we're a central location for not only Millcreek residents, but for the rest of the county as well.
Yes, come and visit, I guess, would be the rallying cry. It doesn't cost you anything to come in. And bring the kids, bring the grandkids, bring yourselves. Just walk through the woods on a snowy day or a fall day or a summer day because there's just everything to do. I interrupted you. There's so many programs that take place there. Let's kind of start where you're most comfortable. What the nature camps or just the kids coming in from the school on virtually a daily basis they come in.
Right.
So wherever you're comfortable.
We have so many school groups that are coming in throughout the year that join us for different environmental education curriculum. And basically, our trails are open 365 days a year.
Okay.
Generally, we tell people from sunrise to sunset is a good time to visit, and every season has something different to offer. So you're always seeing something new and different on our trails.
What's your favorite season?
My favorite season, I actually am a winter enthusiast, so this year has been wonderful for me. And we do have, during the winter months, we have cross country ski and
Can you rent them?
snowshoe rentals
Cool.
that are available to anybody that comes in.
Nice.
The only requirement we have is basically a minimum of 6 inches or more snow on the ground.
No problem with that this winter.
No, not at all, not at all. But that just basically gives all of our guests an opportunity to really enjoy the sport and sort of get accustomed to the equipment that they're using.
Nice. Are there actual animals that live in the woods that'll come up and say, "Hey, Jennifer, nice to see you today"?
We see them all the time,
Yeah,
which
really?
is one of the most amazing parts of my job. We have so much wildlife around the Nature Center and then off into the trails, but we have deer that frequent a lot lot of our bird feeders, and just a lot.
They're not supposed to be there, I understand.
They are not, but they make their presence known quite often, which is just a really fun aspect of working at the Nature Center.
I think my favorite time is summer. That's when I get a chance to have my grandchildren come in from out of town. And they love going there. And by the way, we sign them up, and you can do this no matter, I don't know, is it restricted to only Millcreek Township residents, or can they come from anywhere, to go to the various nature camps that are staggered throughout this summer? So how do you do that? Let's say, first question is, people are interested, they want the grandkids, they want the children to come there. How do you do that?
Our nature camps are open to anybody and everybody
Okay.
that would like to join us. We have camp offerings for little ones. Basically, we have a preschool offering, and then we go from kindergarten all the way through 8th grade.
Okay.
And we have so many different themes throughout the summer that parents and grandparents can send their children to. And really a camp for every child, depending on what their interests are.
I noticed that one of the informational pieces of literature I have in front of me, this is called Woods Talk, and you can sign up to get this very easily, and then inside they give you all the information about summer camps, and you can see it right there. And fold it open, it tells you what's going on, ages. I know it's tough to read, but believe me, you can find this quite easily. I'm going to cough, excuse me. Because I bet you have a website where they can get this information, and that is, which website?
We do. Our website is www.asburywoods.org.
Is it Asbury Woods, one word?
Yes.
Okay,
all one word.
.org. And then you can find everything, including what I was talking about here is the nature camps and everything else. Let's talk about the fact that this has been around, oh gosh, from the Barron family, the founders of Hammer Mill Paper, been a long time, been dedicated to the township as being only this. You're not going to carve it up into subdivisions, is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah, the woods, yeah. And it takes a lot of people to do this and run it. So do you ask for volunteers? And here's your chance to talk to that camera or that camera and say, yes, we can use help. Yes, we can.
We have opportunities for volunteers throughout the year. So from the very young to the very mature of age, we're always looking for volunteers that can assist us with the different festivals, educational opportunities for the school groups that are coming in. So if a retired teacher has an interest in kind of just being involved in the classroom but not having the daily grind, we have different levels of participation and different times of the year that people join us to help with different things.
A nice thing to do, I think, is to come on up and sample it and say, well, I like this. It's just a little south of 38th and Asbury, or as you said, a little south of the International Airport, right up of Asbury Road, 4105 Asbury Road. You can't miss it. There's a big sign there. You drive in. And go up and see what there is about it that you would like to participate in or volunteer with. And because of its nature, because it attracts visitors from everywhere, not just Erie City or Millcreek Township or Girard or Fairview or Lake City or Harbor Creek. No, they come from everywhere. You got to have some money to make this machine work. So how do you do that? Where's your money come from? Because you're the marketing director.
Yeah. Basically, one of the largest groups of supporters for us are our members. We have membership opportunities for people that carry. It's a year-long membership where they get discounts on all of our programs. Each quarter, we offer a free program to our members that they're able to come and join us, and that program varies from quarter to quarter and year to year. So there are a lot of great benefits to becoming a member. And then for all of our larger festivals, we have discounts and things off of admission prices.
A lot of good advantages to being a member, and it's always good. And would I say this qualifies as a charitable contribution? As an income tax? Can you write that off, do you think? If your taxes so allow?
We have known people to do that as well.
Yeah.
So we have the different memberships, and then also just our loyal supporters that may have grown up at the Nature Center and utilize our trails and come to programs, and we have such a dedicated community of those supporters, and that's.
We'll raise our hand on that one. We are.
And you have been extremely, a huge advocate for us, and we're extremely grateful.
Thank you.
So that is really our largest base in terms of monetary support, in addition to grants and things.
The sheer fact that if you've never been there and you go there, you see that the roof has plants growing on it. Tell us about that. If you've never been there, you've got to go and just check this out on a Sunday or Saturday drive. Just peel up off of 38th and Asbury, go a little south about 2 blocks. Boom, there it is. Just get out of your car and walk right in. You got plants growing on the roof. What's up with that?
We do, we do. And there's a purpose to the plants as well. It's our green roof, our vegetative roof, and it's one of the highlights that we like to feature in terms of sort of with the building renovation and expansion, the sustainability aspect of building practices. And essentially what, it helps in a few different ways. During the summer, the plant life on the roof actually helps to keep the building cooler and helps reduce a lot of our cooling costs because the sun's rays are essentially reflecting back up off of the roof.
Well, my son-in-law, when he was here from New Jersey, he just thought that was the coolest thing in the world. He took a picture of it and then went back down and said, we had to do this in some of our buildings where we are. I mean, he just thought that was just, and they had not seen that before. And he thought, that's nifty. And again, it's stressed. It's a natural experience. And so one of the things that my grandchildren like to do is when you come in, as you watch the bees when they're active or not active, and see if you can find the queen. If you can find the queen, Jennifer will give you $100, won't you?
Well, at least we'll give you.
Whoa, you didn't say it. You didn't say you would.
We will be more than happy to give you a certificate if you can find the queen.
You weaseled out of that one. Okay.
And that's one of the unique aspects of the Nature Center as well that differentiates us from some of the other organizations that exist within our community. We are huge proponents of the pollinators, which include our honeybees, because as there has been a lot in the news over recent years regarding the decline in the honeybee population, and really that affects every aspect of our food chain, not only within this country but overseas as well. So we do have the observation hive within the Nature Center, which is great for people to come out and just observe them because they're fascinating creatures, and they're great to watch.
Amazing. And I understand there's a gentleman that keeps track of the hive. He makes sure that it survives. But he also has some other hives on the property somewhere? Do I get that correct?
He does.
Okay.
So we have the observation hive in the Nature Center. We also have our bee yard, is how we lovingly coin it. And it is, we have 4 more hives in the bee yard that it's actually one of our volunteers that just has a true love for honeybees, and he takes care of them for us throughout the year. And in addition to the hives on our property, he also has his own hives at his home.
I have to come back and mention that there's just so much to do there, and it's all part of an culture that you are wrapped around in. Your age is so much important. It's so important to you to live well, to have wellness, to live productively, and take care of the environment, to take care of Mother Earth, and the children that come there, the grade school children that come for the nature camps, learn all about that in whatever section they're involved in. And then there's the day you get to go to Buttermilk Falls.
Yes.
And then you go. The coolest thing is when you come home and you are what? You come back from Buttermilk Falls, you are what?
You are wet and tired.
And dirty and muddy. And the dirtier and the muddy you are, the better time you had at nature camp.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's always a great trip for the kids, one that they look forward to and have so many stories about years down the road.
Yes,
so.
You're right. Years down the road.
Yeah.
Me. So you have so much going on at Asbury Woods, and we ask you to come and enjoy it. Come in, say hello to Jennifer. In fact, there's a little shop there that you can buy some trinkets. Like, what do you have for sale?
We have a lot of seasonal items, so depending on when you come in to visit us, you can find a whole variety of different, trinkets and items for sale. With some of the staples that we always have, walking sticks for the trails are quite popular. We actually do sell beekeeping supplies in the gift shop as well for people that are attempting, or have their own established hives. And so we have a wide variety for every age group.
Yeah, you sure do. That's amazing. Now, again, we said it takes money to make this machine work because they don't charge admission. You don't have to pay to park. You don't have to pay to go in. But you got to have some money to make all of this work and take care of it. It's a high maintenance place, I think. So there's a lot of fundraisers. And I think if you ever drive by 38th and Asbury, or you ever see ads placed in other strategic spots, they have fundraisers, which thousands of people turn out for. The maple syrup in the spring when it starts to run, that's one, the Maple Festival. But you have a new one coming on called Eat, Drink, and Learn. And that's kind of interesting and new. You got an hour. Go ahead. Tell us all about it.
Sure. This is actually a brand new series that we are launching. It is for the 21 plus crowd only, and
I just made it.
you did.
And you did too.
I did as well. Yes. But essentially, we are, inviting people to be our guest for an evening each quarter throughout the year, and we are going to be having dinner, drinks, with kind of specialty drinks depending on the topic for the evening, and then an expert with us to do a presentation that focuses on either a very specific animal or tree or flower, just something that we feel our audience will kind of gravitate toward and may want more information about.
Absolutely. That's great. We mentioned, of course, beside all this, they have the summer camps. And again, I just have to point you toward my money notes here, is the brochures that are available. It's right over in this camera. The brochures which are available explain all about the summer camps. And again, if you can't see this, just go online to the website, which is, again?
www.asburywoods.org.
Okay. Summer camps, killer. A new concept starting last year. This became a major fundraiser, and I hope that you will want to take part in this in either this coming year or forthcoming years, and that is a wine and dine in the woods, which is what?
Wine and Dine is our signature event. We actually kicked this event off in 2013. So for the date for this year, is our second annual, and it's basically inviting guests and supporters and people who just love Asbury
Good
Woods.
wine, good food. Let me search that again. Good wine. You're allowed to. You have to get a special dispensation to have the wine in the woods. I understand. Is that true?
We are basically as long as it's an event happening that on the property that the Asbury Woods Partnership is holding. We are permitted to have the alcohol.
Okay.
And we had great wine, great beer. It was just an amazing atmosphere. The weather was perfect last year,
wonderful.
Which it will be again.
Absolutely, I know you're guaranteeing that. Great food, great company.
Great company,
Yeah.
And it really gives people the opportunity to experience the nature center in a little bit of a different way, and sort of highlight a lot of what makes us so special and unique.
Yes, you said that so well. It makes you so special. This is one I'm not familiar with. Is this new? Perhaps the fifth annual, not new. Ridge Run, 5K run and a 1 mile fun walk. Okay, so where does that go, and who can participate? Fifth annual.
This is our fifth annual. So basically, it gives runners an opportunity to get off of the pavement onto the grass and experience a whole new side of running if that's not something that
at Asbury Woods?
It's over at Brown's Farm.
Oh, Brown's Farm, which is, tell them where that's located.
That is right off of Sterratania Road, and we have the barn and then the property behind the barn, and that goes down into Walnut Creek.
And if you continue up Sterratania Road until about where you see Frank's Farm, it's very close to that. You'll see a barn there. Runners know to find these places.
Exactly.
Do you do that? Do you run?
I don't. I'm
You're the skier.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm the skier, the figure skater.
The figure skater.
Yes.
All right.
So
there's a lot of fundraisers going on for these people, and Jennifer's the person to ask about them, and Anything that you can't tell everybody but just me about? Something new that might be coming up? Any secrets coming up there? Like any big other event that might come up?
I think really, our biggest, the biggest event that we have coming up, it really is our Eat, Drink, and Learn series.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's brand new for us, and we're excited about it. We have a lot of great presenters that are coming in for the first year, and we're excited about just sort of reaching a new demographic and attracting more people to come out to the nature center.
I can't remember how many acres does the woods encompass? Because people drive up and they might see on your east is the woods, and on your right is the barn, and next to the barn there's a lot of property. There's a lot of woods there, but the woods itself, how many acres? Do you remember?
The Asbury Woods is 205 acres.
Oh, okay.
So basically, if one were interested, they could walk or hike, or bike even, from the nature center all the way over to Brown's Farm. We have just a wonderful greenway trail for people to utilize that gets them out of some of the marshier areas, and they can.
Fair to say, no motor-powered vehicles? I mean, they don't want snowmobiles, they don't want motorcycles, four-wheelers, no?
Right, just foot power.
Just what God gave you?
Exactly.
Okay.
And then from the Brown's Farm barn down to the Greenway Trail, we do allow dogs on that portion of the property. However, we always stress that they must be on a leash when
don't want any
they're
pets
visiting
running
us.
wild.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At least not those ones. Not those.
One of the articles in the Woodstock, which you would get if you're a member, which we are, there's an article in this one that talks about, I found this bunny rabbit, I found this baby deer, I found this skunk, I'm going to take it up to the woods, Jennifer will nurse it back to health, and everything's okay. No, they don't, I'll let you tell. Why no? Why no? Why not bring the poor, injured, or maybe not injured thing to you people? What's the problem with that?
Well, there are actually two components to that. One, being the most important, is that unfortunately the staff is not licensed as wildlife rehabilitators. So there is a list that we can refer people to, but we actually cannot take in any animals that are brought to us. We refer people out if they have found a particular a bird or something else around their home. But we actually we're not able to take them at all.
And I would think the second component is, it's not heartless, but sometimes the predator will take care of the situation.
Exactly, and it's sometimes it's hard to convey that message, but there's a natural food chain within our ecosystem, and sometimes that's just the way that those things occur.
Yeah. Okay. Going through the Woodstock here, I'm finding, for example, that you have everything that rhymes with nature for sure. You have people putting on from gardening programs, breakfast and wildflower walks, and a window box herb garden. So if you are the north to the south magnet, you're attracted to this, Asbury Woods is the place for you to go, because it's just there for everybody. Now, is there a fee attached to some of those programs I just mentioned? I would assume there would be, because there's this sort of a cost incurred there.
Correct.
But it's nominal?
And it varies depending on the program.
Okay.
So there's basically a pricing structure in place that, depending on what you're interested in, that would affect the pricing schedule. But as I indicated before, one of the benefits, through a membership with the Nature Center is getting some of the discounted pricing on the programs throughout the year. Summer camp, you get a huge savings. But regardless of the season, we have a program that would attract anybody.
Oh, gosh, yes.
From the gardener to the little ones to, just those who are looking for opportunities for additional education.
Lots of people walk Presque Isle for bird watching, but you can walk it at Asbury Woods and have bird watching. In fact, there's a bird watching 101 program. Build your own rain barrel, backyard beekeeping. You mentioned about learning how to be a beekeeper. That's fascinating to me.
Yes.
You want to know about the fantastic frogs? You can float your boat, salamander hikes, the adult beginning dulcimer classes, or just dulcimer classes, period, the adult advanced dulcimer classes. And always nice to know that there's spring full moon hikes. You got to be in the woods on a spring night when you can hear the peepers chirping, and it's just a place that's just a repose and yet so active and vibrant. So we got a couple minutes left. Give me your best spiel. That's your camera right over there, and say, I'll see you at Asbury Woods. Why? Tell me all about Asbury Woods. Why it's such a great place.
Well, I must say that, I have truly never experienced, a facility like Asbury Woods, and we do have so many things going on throughout the year, special things that, we would love to have people come out and join us, volunteer, just get involved, and it doesn't have to be, with our volunteer opportunities, there doesn't necessarily have to be a huge time commitment either. So it's come as you are, experience what we have to offer, and we would love to see you on the trails at the Nature Center, and just really interacting with our staff.
Student volunteers and adult volunteers, right?
Yes,
got them both.
Of all ages.
And you get to meet nice Jennifer there. She'll be inside greeting you as you come in. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Phil Fatica. You take care until we meet next time. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.
You're watching the Millcreek Government Channel, powered by WQLN Public Media.